Welcome back to our Class of 2019 Prospect Series. It's Kyle Henderson along with Andrew Bone of BamaInsider.com, breaking down the big-time prospects of 2019, big targets for Alabama football. And as we continue, we're going to be talking about DeVonta Lee, 6'2", 205-pound wide receiver out of the state of Louisiana, Class 2019, key target for the Crimson Tide. And on the line with Andrew Bone. Bone, what's up, man? How you been?
Hey, doing good, Kyle. How are you?
Man, it's always great to talk recruiting, especially in the summertime, right? So as mentioned, DeVonta Lee, one of the best athletes in the state of Louisiana, but what position does he project at the next level?
Well, I think he can play on either side of the ball, and he's kind of open to. Every time I've talked to him, he's told me, he said, I don't mind playing on either side of the ball. I like playing on both sides of the football. So, we'll see what happens. He's 6'2", 205 pounds. He could easily be an outstanding safety at the next level. He loves playing receiver. He makes plays on both sides of the ball. So, it's really up to him. It's really, I think once he gets to college, once he gets to an Alabama or an LSU or wherever, I think he'll try out both positions, kind of see, where he may fit in the best. May also see where he could, potentially contribute early. We've seen so many guys through the years come to Alabama that are, such good athletes that they work out on both sides of the ball before they really find a home. So, I think that's probably going to be a very similar situation with DeVonta Lee.
Alabama was able to land another DeVonta. Smith caught the game winner. He's from the same high school. Will they be able to pull in DeVonta Lee, in your opinion?
Well, I think they have a great chance, especially after they extended an offer earlier this year. He said that was really always the offer that he had been waiting on, that he had gone up to Alabama so many times and had really become close with a lot of the coaches and just had not gotten an offer, and now he has the offer in hand. And very high on Alabama. Plans on visiting Tuscaloosa in June. So we'll see how the visit goes next month. Could potentially see him make an early decision, but I definitely think Alabama's got a great chance to sign him.
You mentioned he's returning in the month of June. What exactly will Alabama be looking for in him, and in terms of a prospect when he does come back to Tuscaloosa?
Well, I think they just continue to build that relationship. He's been recruited by Pete Golding, and has developed a really good relationship with him, and also probably have an opportunity to at least work out at the camp. Now, I know Alabama's. They like him. They know it. They know what kind of prospect he is, and they know that he's definitely a big target for them. But at the same time, they probably want to see what he can do on each side of the ball. What are you going to do at wide receiver? What are you going to do at safety when you work out with the coaches here? So I think that's what we're going to see. I think that we're going to see him at least maybe spend half a day in Tuscaloosa working out, and the rest of the time just visiting with the coaches, spending time with players, just kind of getting familiar with the program. That's what Alabama likes to do when they have top prospects visit, especially on summer camps. They like for them to at least work out for one session, and then then spend the rest of the time building those relationships with other players that are currently on the team that are out there working out.
We're on the line with Andrew Bone of BamaInsider.com. We're talking about four-star wide receiver / defensive back DeVonta Lee out of the class of 2019, out of the state of Louisiana, ranked as the 4th overall player in the state. Andrew, who is also in the mix for DeVonta Lee? Who's going to be some competition for Alabama down the road?
Well, I think the biggest competition is probably LSU. I mean, there's some other schools that are in there. He likes Auburn. He likes Arkansas. Ole Miss is a school that he likes a lot. Mississippi State. And I think he's going to continue to take some visits during the summer. Maybe get to some schools that he hasn't really seen yet. But I definitely think that Alabama and LSU were or at least the top two on his list. He's very high on Alabama. Just recently, talked very highly about them in an interview that was posted on Rivals. So I definitely think that Alabama is probably the team to beat for him at this time. But he definitely likes LSU. I think that he would like to maybe take some more visits this summer, as I mentioned, and really kind of narrow it down. Probably before the season starts, if he doesn't make a decision before the season starts.
So when it all boils down, is Alabama going to be able to land another big-time target out of the state of Louisiana?
Yeah, I think so. As of right now, I'm definitely leaning that direction. Obviously, we've talked about how things can change, and you never know what may happen, especially if Alabama gets some other commitments. I mean, DeVonta Lee is definitely a major target, but Alabama starts getting some commitments from elsewhere. It could easily change the recruiting board, and it could cause some effects, but I think that's why we're starting to see more kids make earlier decisions, and the whole recruiting calendar certainly has moved up significantly with recruits being able to take official visits earlier and earlier now. We're starting to see we're going to see a lot of kids take official visits this summer, which is probably going to really move up their timeline in terms of making a decision. We'll see a lot of these kids make decisions, before their senior season now than we probably ever have before.
For our 2019 series, it's Andrew Bone. My name is Kyle Henderson, both at BamaInsider.com. Look for all our content on our YouTube channel, and you can also find daily coverage on BamaInsider.com. Tons of information, recruiting information, team information, all Alabama football related at the drop of your fingertips. Just type in BamaInsider.com. Look for the free 30-day trial. Jump on the message boards. Interact in our live chat. The list goes on and on. Football season's going on. In fact, from May 24th, 100 days away till Alabama, Louisville. So be sure and sign up for a premium subscription to BamaInsider.com. One more time, from Andrew Bone, Kyle Henderson, we make up BamaInsider.com.